Good evening. My name is Nicholas Anthony Garcia, and I will be talking about a diverse population this evening. And the population I chose to talk about and research the differences is the homeless veteran population. Homeless veterans living in urban and semi-urban areas are who this survey aims to reach. Although most homeless vets are still male, the number of female homeless veterans and their children are increasing. Both serving in the military and civilian life bring problems to those individuals, such as post traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, substance abuse, health issues, and unemployment. Many homeless veterans face issues with having stable living space, friends who look out for them, and reliable medical care. A number of homeless veterans are supported by shelter or temporary housing programs from the Veteran Affairs, but many live without shelter or in a makeshift accommodation such as a tent. Because of their veteran identity, they might find it difficult to seek help. Typically, members of the community are folks who lack trust in official systems, have had adverse experience, and deal with hardships caused by prejudice or rules. It is important to focus on their specific needs, such as mental health care, job opportunities, and safe places to live, to create useful interventions. I would like to make sure to use clear step-by-step processes that is trauma informed to run the survey. I would like to begin by working with local shelters for homeless veterans and the VA Outreach Center, mobile clinics, and organizations such as Volunteers of America and HUD, which frequently helps homeless veterans. I noticed there were similarities as well as differences between the research on homeless veterans and the information gathered from my survey. Results from my research and responding with answers showed that homeless veterans are most worried about problems with housing, mental health, especially PTSD, and lack of health care and job opportunities. Although the broader research didn't focus on them, on the survey participants, it talked a lot about doubts in the system and earlier bad experiences with going to the VA. One thing we discovered was that a large share of individuals had never sought VA services or did not know how to start. This pointed out that despite there being many resources, there was still a big problem with guidance services. On the other hand, the national surveys are mostly concentrated on the availability of programs rather than their usability or the engagement of veterans. I discovered that making the engagement process trauma-informed and culturally sensitive, it is important more veterans with little technology could join the survey because they were both digital and paper ways to participate. Still, some people were difficult to reach continuously because services were not always available and their living situations changed quite regularly. In addition, establishing a relationship of trust was problematic because many veterans were hesitant because of the fear they might be judged or doubt the program's impact. Working with mentors and trusted organizations in the community allowed for this challenge to be resolved, and it also encouraged more participation. All in all, research done nationally and locally helped grasp the real difficulties of these homeless veterans, and the experience will drive the direction for advocacy. Thank you, and this is the end of my video.